Hello, I'm Julian, and I did my project with Ryan over Rosh Hashanah, which is known as the Jewish New Year. Rosh Hashanah takes place in the fall at the beginning of the Tishrei, the 7th Jewish month. So even though it is called the New Year, it's not really taking place on, the end of the year or even the beginning of the year. It actually takes place in the 7th month. It's kind of weird, but it's just the way they do things. This holiday is celebrated over the period of 2 days, shortly followed by the 10 days of repentance called Aseret Yemei Teshuva. A ram's horn, called a shofar, which can be found on the cabinets behind Mr. Fozzy's desk, is sounded to act as a wake-up call before the Tishrei holidays and prayer services are provided in the synagogues. As previously mentioned, shofar horn is sounded on Rosh Hashanah, which also happens to be the first days of the Tishrei holidays, and is intended as a wake-up call to prepare for these holidays. The 10 days of repentance that take place after this holiday lead up to a fasting holiday called the Yom Kippur, or Day of Atonement. Rosh Hashanah has more festival-like celebrations, even though it is a religious event consisting of eating foods such as honey and apples and pomegranates, honey, cake, and challah. They eat all of these sweets because they believe at the end of a year, when you start to consume sweet foods and, very good food that, just tastes well, they believe that sweetness will come to them in the following year. And, it's just like a superstitious thing that they do. Challah is a type of bread that can often be found at Jewish festivals, but more specifically, the raisin variation can be found at Rosh Hashanah. Most sweet foods are found at Rosh Hashanah's festivals to signify a good new year, like I just explained. In addition to the generally sweet food, fish head is also a common dish at Rosh Hashanah festivals, which stems from a literal translation of the festival's name, Head of the Year. While there are many sweet foods that can be found at these festivals, the most common one is honey and apples, which is a necessity to these festivals. It is thought that Rosh Hashanah has Babylonian origins as a festival, but then was later adopted by the Jewish traditions and eventually came to signify the day of creation. Due to this, even though it falls on the 7th month of the Jewish calendar, it is still regarded as the beginning of the new year. It is never directly mentioned in the Bible. However, it may be referred to as the beginning of the year at the start in Ezekiel 41, which is the only time it is actually referred to but not actually called out. In the 25th year of our exile, at the beginning of the year, on the 10th of the month, in the 14th year after the fall of the city, on that very day the hand of the Lord was on me, and he took me there. So no true mention of Rosh Hashanah, but it refers to it as being the new year. And here are our sources. Thank you for watching the end.